Comrades, our next agenda item is the investment policy. Comrade Pierce, can you take us through, please?
Okay, Comrade Chair, all right. Just hold on. Yes. Can you distribute that, comrades?
Comrade, I'm worried about all this investment. How much will we gain? Who exactly will get this money? Are we going to be bosses and have to deal with strikes? And what if the stock market crashes?
This issue is too involved. We need to have a mandate for office bearers to meet and also draft a proposal for regions to discuss.
Comrades, I suggest that the Finance Committee be included in the meeting.
Comrades, I think we should take this issue to the national workshop.
Sorry, comrades, please, man. Can we break for lunch?
Okay, that's good. And action.
Comrades, our next agenda item is the increase on subscriptions. Comrades, I think that we should discuss this issue more strictly because we are out of time now. To you, Comrade Vice.
Comrades, you know we should be raising subscriptions, but our members are not very happy. The increases have been quite low this year, and they complain that we give them very poor service.
When are we going to get a proper financial statement?
No, I agree with the Vice that our members are very angry about the poor service. You know, if we want our organizers to improve the service, we're going to have to tighten up on our disciplinary procedures.
Comrades, this council must say that which method must be used to get the collected subs. The account report says is that the percentage increase is the one that can make us to get the increase. Now, comrades, the report is with you there.
But if we increase according to the percentage system, it means everybody is going to pay different amounts. This is going to lead to confusion. I don't think I can sell this to our members.
Well, in my company, the workers made it very clear. Sort the organizer out and they'll pay the amounts.
Comrades, can't we push this issue into the workshop? All these graphs and tables here require more explanation.
So, comrades, do we discuss this in the workshop?
Comrades, we need to have a mandate on which system we're going to use.
But when are we going to get a financial report? The members want to know why we can't manage on the amounts that they are paying right now.
So, comrades, we have to make a decision. Time is running out.
I propose we discuss it at the workshop.
But there are just too many issues to discuss at the workshop, and it will be just too expensive.
If we don't take a decision now, this matter will have to be delayed to the next meeting.
Comrades, we have wasted much time in this matter. The OPs will have to discuss this matter and send you effects. In the meantime, we are supposed to discuss this matter in our regional councils and send us effects as to what is your decision.
What do we discuss in the regional councils?
But what do we do with all the outstanding issues?
Let's take them to the workshop.
Okay, comrades. The office bearers will have a special meeting before the workshop, and all these issues will be sorted out there.
Thanks very much, comrades, for attending today's meeting. I wish you a safe journey back home.
So that was the national meeting. You decide what went right and what went wrong. But before you go away, let's show you something.
Good afternoon, comrades. Welcome to this regional council. As you know, we had a national meeting over the weekend where we discussed quite a number of issues, and we deemed it fit to actually have a report back now on these issues. I'd like to hand over to Comrade Sue so that she deals with the first issue, which was the wage increase.
Yeah, comrades, as we know, the issue of wages is very close to our heart, and it was quite an important issue on this agenda. It's also quite a complex issue because what we were trying to look at is how broad economic issues impact on the wages which we're getting. And there's a lot of things which are influencing this. The collapse of the Asian tigers, gear, inflation, interest rates, and all these kind of things. So we actually tried to have a researcher on hand to empower us to really deal with these issues. But there's a bit of a problem.
Didn't we have the researcher with the investment?
No, come on. The researcher was supposed to deal with the issue of wage increases.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But there was a bit of a problem. I'm not sure why. The researcher wasn't really in a position to give us that kind of information there and then. So we didn't want to dive into the issue without the proper information. So we sort of put the issue on hold, basically. Yeah, I think it's still going to be dealt with.
It was a very thick report. With the second issue that we discussed was the investment policy matter, and here we reaffirmed that of course we need to invest. That particularly our union here, we see this matter as very important. And the meeting sort of suggested that, or indicated.
We will get money from investments.
Yeah, lots of money. Lots of money. We'll get lots of money from investment, of course. And we reaffirm that, of course, we need to invest and that the economy is right now and the situation is fruitful and investment is what must happen. And we left it at that. Very, very positive note that we need to invest.
Yeah, sure.
And then, of course, the third issue was very thorny for all of us. It was the question of subscriptions. Of course, with the inflation rates and so on, we need to increase. That's the position of the national office. We need to increase.
Of course, we were looking out for our members. I mean, we didn't want to increase.
I had a very serious problem with percentage because they want to introduce a percentage system. I think 1% per month or per week.
No. The meeting didn't really deal with the issue of percentages. The percentage proposal was just thrown out the window. That was just what one comrade was suggesting. We were looking at amounts because it's much more simple. And we were saying we must increase from R1.50 to R2. But what I was saying, which I think is more important, is that what we need to focus on is what kind of service are organisers delivering to workers, Because there's really problems with the way that organisers are servicing membership at the moment. So we're saying that, no, we need to institute proper disciplinary proceedings and so on, ensure that organisers deliver and, that was basically the kind of things.
Our message was that service was poor. And that we need to tackle it from that. We shouldn't just talk of increase.
Sure.
There should be delivery, of course. And that's where we left it, comrades. But when we go to the workshop, we'll workshop through this. We will seek more clarity. We'll get more clarity, and that's when we'll give a much more concretized report.
I think once we get to this workshop, we'll have all the information on hand, and things will really fall into place.
And of course, I'll make the minutes available to all the members here.
So that was basically it, comrades.